¿Qué tal, mi gente? It's your girl, Sammy Torres, and we are live, baby, on Tejano Television, of course. We are live on YouTube on the Sammy Torres and the New Image YouTube page. Be sure to follow us there. And, of course, on Facebook, which is my favorite platform of all of them, of, you know. So, gente, we got a really, really good show coming up for y'all today. We have Lonnie of Lonnie and Chuck, aka Los Bad Boys del Valle, Hall of Famer, multi-award winning musician. So, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and bring him on for y'all. I'm so excited for this show. Be sure to leave your comments. Be sure to share the show. Let's go and let's show these people some love. So, without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and bring on Lonnie for you.
Hey Sammy, how you doing? Thank you for having me, man. It's good to finally meet you and see you in not in person, but see you face to face here on Facebook Live. Or what are we on? Facebook Live, YouTube, and what else are we on? What is it called over here?
YouTube, Roku, Apple, Android, Facebook.
Okay, we're
Everything.
everywhere.
We're live
Saludos,
everywhere.
Sammy. Good to see you. Y
I'm so
saludos a
glad to.
todos and everybody that's watching us. Saludos on behalf of Lonnie and Chuck and AKA Los Bad Boys del Valle.
Oh, yeah. So, Lonnie, we got a great, great show lined up. I have so many questions that I am just so pumped to ask you tonight. Just so you guys know, for those watching, I do not write any of my questions. So, what I shoot at Lonnie is truly from the heart. This is actual things that I am curious to know. So, first question, who did your hair? Because it looks cool.
Thank you. I had a friend from. She's also a singer. She did my hair. Her name is Amala, and yeah, she did my hair. She did the where is it? The red is on this side, and the gold on top. I did it for the video. We shot a video, and I wanted a different look. So yeah, thank you to Amala for doing my hair.
Parece
Yeah,
bien machine, man. It looks fire. That's
thank you,
awesome.
thank you, thank
I'm
you.
like, dang, maybe I need to get a pink or a red streak in my hair too. You know what I mean? Like,
Maybe hey, if it works, yeah.
no, but of course, I'm so excited. First of all, I was pumped to be a part of the release of your new single in that journey. So I was pumped to be able to write your single press release to be released to the radio stations. So far, so good. How are you feeling about your new song? Like, what is it? What does it feel like to kind of
I'm
get into something
I'm
different?
feeling great, Sammy. I'm feeling great, even though we're building from the bottom again, right? We've been doing conjunto music for 25 years, and now that I have my son in the band, we're trying to expand, we're trying to grow, and we're trying to go to places we've never been. So we're trying new things, and it's an original song that I wrote, and it's always scary, yeah, because you don't know how people are gonna react when you make changes. But we're trying to shoot for a new audience. So I mean, we have to start from the bottom, and that's what we're doing. But with all the years of being in the music business, I have a little bit more experience now. I have a little bit more knowledge. So we've been doing it the correct way. I'll put it that way. We've been doing it the right way without a record label on our own.
And nowadays that's kind of the best way to go, right? Like to try to have that freedom to write what you want to write, to do what you want to do in regards to your artistry. I mean, everything down to your look. I mean, you get to dress how you want to dress. It gives you so much more freedom to do it. Real quick, I'm gonna send a shout out to Tommy. That's your son, right?
My son is watching. Yes, I told him. I'm gonna have a few friends probably log on here in a bit.
Oh,
But
good.
yeah, that's my son Tommy. Yeah, he's big part of the group. Big part of the reason we're making changes. He's a keyboard player, and usually conjuntos have accordion players. But
Yep.
when my son started learning music, I wanted him to be a keyboard player because I knew he would have a producer mindset. Because keyboard players are become great musicians because if you learn the keyboard, you understand music, not just your instrument. You understand music.
And that's so, so true. I'm personally trying to learn the keyboard, but man, I mean, for him to already know what to do on it, that can be such a pivotal thing. Right now, I have a phenomenal keyboardist on my team, which is, well, I have two of them actually, three if you count the one that helps us out sometimes. But uh, I'm very, very proud to say that we have Chris Calderon. He's my music director, and he's the main person that produces my stuff. We have our lead keyboardist, Damien Payen, who and they both have had experience in the industry for so long. But what I think is important is that you're bringing your family into this, and this is for me, like that's something that I think that's always been the dream, right? I mean, I didn't have any family that I could really jump into the industry with, so I kind of went in Han Solo. But you get to bring your son in with you. How exciting is that?
Yes, and my brother, and my
And
brother,
your brother.
and I have another son also that plays music. He's not in the band yet because he's still in high school and he's still going to school. But as soon as he gets out, I'm bringing him in. My other son is a guitar player, and I can say he's a falsetto singer because he sings really high. He sings really
Wow.
high. He's got
So
a
he's got
very,
them
he's got
vocals.
an R&B flavor. He's got a big R&B flavor.
I like it. That sounds exciting. So, I
Yeah.
mean, it's easy to say that you guys, this is just this single release is just the start of it all, right? It's just the beginning for y'all.
Yes, because we are going to release about 8 songs this year. One every 2 months, two and a half. We're gonna put out videos and release new music. So we're building from the bottom again. All my originals. We're gonna be doing nothing but my originals. Like you said, no record label. I get all the freedom to do what I want. I don't have to go record these songs that they want me to record. I can do all of mine, and that's what we're gonna do this year. This first song we just released is just the beginning, man.
And so, with that being said, I mean, do you think you're gonna mix it up some more? Like you guys are gonna maybe
Well,
jump into some other things?
as a songwriter, a songwriter should be able to write any kind of song, not just a conjunto song, not just a tejano song. You should be able to write all types of songs, and I have all types of songs. So once people realize what we're doing, they're gonna realize, okay, so these guys are gonna do it all. I'm gonna do a mariachi one. I'm gonna do a conjunto one. I'm gonna do one that I don't you wouldn't even know what to call it. The first song we released is a cumbia,
Right?
which is I wanted to get more of that nighttime style kind of cumbia, nightclub style kind of cumbia. So we went with that at first, and we've never had saxophones in our band. We have two saxophone players playing in the band right now, Rigo Ruiz and Lee Cabrera, and they brought in their knowledge of the saxophone and their ears of experience. So the first song we recorded, uh, it's my song, but it has a lot to do with the way they played. It's not it wasn't completely me coming up with the style. They helped a lot.
So tell me a little bit about the band. I mean, who's all contributed, who is all part of the single? I mean, I know who was
Well,
part of the single, but I would like for the people to know who was all involved in making this new fresh sound that you guys are coming out with.
okay, so when we got back into the music business, we're still doing conjunto. We're still doing it. I'm not saying that we got rid of it. Um, I started thinking that I needed to finally show people who we were, who I was. Because conjunto does not belong to me. I did not create conjunto. I'm playing conjunto. Uh, I want people to know me for what I can create. which is gonna be a little bit more difficult. But that is the aim, that is the goal, and that's what we're doing now. But a lot of people have asked me, "Are you not gonna play conjunto no more?" Well, we're not getting rid of conjunto. We're adding to the conjunto more styles. We want to be like the Beatles. We want to play all the styles of music, and depending on the song that I write, there might be a ukulele in the song. There might be a trumpet in the song. We're gonna try to do it all.
I
We're gonna
love
try to
that.
do.
I mean, it's not every day that you see people that, especially people that have been in the industry for as long as you guys have. And I mean, for the record, guys, for those who don't know, Lonnie and Chuck, as Los Bad Boys del Valle, they've been inducted into the Tejano Roots Hall of Fame. You guys have won a Tejano Music Award. You guys have won other multiple awards. And so to say that, of course, starting with the name Lonnie and Chuck, right? And of course, AKA Los Bad Boys del Valle, because that's a part of your history. That's a part of what you've
Yes, it
accomplished.
is. Yes, it is.
I think it's beautiful that you guys didn't completely throw it away and say like, formally known as, because that's something that a lot of bands do when they rebrand. When they're rebranding, they kind of get rid of the old name. And to me, I think it's great that you guys are still embracing what you've
Yes,
accomplished in your past.
we'll never get rid of the name, the Bad Boys del Valle. I'm just promoting my brother and I as the main guys from the band because we've had so many musicians come in and out, and
Right.
it's always been him and Carlos and I that have always
Oh,
held the flag up high. So I'm no longer gonna like promote anybody else. I'm gonna promote my brother and myself, and
yep.
whoever's in the band is one of the members of the Bad Boys del Valle. Because, well, actually, right now the guys I have are so committed, and I don't think we're gonna have that issue anymore where we had musicians come in and out.
Well,
I
one
think
of
we're
them
gonna
for
keep it.
sure better be.
Yeah,
No.
my son, but even Lee Cabrera and even Jesse Diaz, they're very committed to the band. And the accordion player's name is Orly. And Orly's a doctor, so that's why I don't really talk much about Orly because I don't. I'll never be able to tell him to leave or stop being a doctor. He's always going to be a doctor first, right? So he helps the band. He's in the band. He's got all my dates, but I don't talk too much about him because he's a doctor and that's his first job.
Of
So
course.
yeah, but Orly right now is a big part of the band. He's the accordion player de los Bad Boys del Valle, aka Lonnie and Chuck. It's still the same. We're never gonna get rid of the Bad Boys del Valle. It's just I'm promoting my brother and I because we are the main guys. We are the owners, and we're the singers, the songwriters. I mean, you could call it Sonny and Cher. Carlos is Cher.
See, now I'm gonna expect y'all to dress like that for Halloween, and I'm gonna be disappointed if y'all don't. No.
he'll
But
be
the question
Cher.
is, who's gonna be Sunny? Who's gonna be Cher?
I'll be Sonny.
See, he called dibs. So if you're watching, Carlos, you're out of luck, man. I mean, you got to be
He's
sure now.
here. He's around. He's around somewhere. I'll get him to come and talk here in a little bit.
Real quick, I'm gonna give a quick shout out. We got Joseph Sweet on. He said, like my friend Chris Bettis' song says, keep pushing ahead. He said that family bands bring another dynamic. We got Fabian Parra on the show right now. He said Los Bad Boys del Valle, awesome job on the new music. So you guys have gotten a lot of positive feedback. Have you received any negative feedback on the change? Because it's definitely different from what you did before.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Two people actually. Yeah, I got some bad comments, but my son Tommy, the guy said, "What happened to the Bad Boys? No more conjunto." But they're thinking that we're not gonna play conjunto anymore. That's not. That's we're always gonna play conjunto, but we want to expand. We want to grow, right? But my son said, "Hey man, look around, things are changing." Which I love that my son came in to defend me because he's a young musician. And he's very quiet. He's not that type of person.
The
He
opposite,
came
right?
in and he was correct. Look around, things are changing. Things have changed a lot. And we live down south Texas where there's a lot of cumbia and Mexican music making they're on
A
top.
killing.
They're on top. And we need to adapt. We need to adapt and we need to go with the flow in the times. I've been playing conjunto music for 25 years. Like I said, I'll never leave it. But I want to grow. We want to grow, and we want to go to different places, go to and have people that have never heard us listen to us. That's what we're
Now,
aiming at.
you guys have toured internationally, right? You guys have performed in Mexico. Is that part of the goal to return back to Mexico and perform down there and but with your some of your newer stuff también?
I would love to go to back to Mexico. Um, we haven't gone to Mexico because we haven't released any music and we haven't really been doing anything uh, like to get out there. We've been doing nothing but like the same old gigs, the same old clubs. That's why we're doing this because we want to grow. We want to get out of the little circuit that we've been doing for the past 25 years. So we've been to Mexico, and that was at the beginning of those bad boys of Valle. We went to Mexico, and we're definitely gonna go back to Mexico. We gotta keep doing what we're doing. Y sin miedo because it is difficult, very difficult to start over, to rebrand, to put out a new style and show people that we're making new moves. It is very difficult. It's like starting all over. But our plan is to go to Mexico. That was the question, and yes, we will be going to Mexico. It's just a matter of time.
So was it kind of scary trying to make this change, like the decision to put out something different, something new? I mean, was there any fear whatsoever? I mean, of course, you guys have been doing it for a while. You're professionals. You're no strangers to the game. But with that being said, I mean, I'm a new artist, right? So I want to know for other new artists. I mean, is it possible to be scared even with a seasoned uh,
Well,
Hall of Famer like yourself?
well, you know what's more scary? Never giving it a try. That's scarier to me. Getting old and said I never tried it, man. I never tried what I wanted to really do. Uh, like write my own. I mean, I write a bunch of songs. I've been a songwriter since I was an 18-year-old. I wrote songs for Elida Reina, Los Desperados, Culturas when I was younger. So I am a songwriter, and yeah, it's scary to not try it. It's not. It's a little bit scary to try it just because we've established ourselves as a conjunto band,
Right.
but it's scarier que se pasen los años and you never even did try it. That's a
Yeah.
little bit more scary to me.
I think that that's something that's just near and dear, and that's the perfect way to put it. Because I mean, that's the thing. I think that fear kind of holds a lot of people back from trying to pursue what they want to do. You're scared of how people are going to react to it. You're scared about how the industry is gonna respond to it. And
It's scary.
And I'm just like, but to see that you guys took that bold step anyways, and you're going guns blazing into it is just such a phenomenal, phenomenal thing. So my question is, Lonnie, where where else, how far are you wanting to take this? What is the dream for Lonnie and Chuck y los Bad Boys del Valle? Where do y'all see yourselves in the future?
Well, I want to leave a legacy for my children. Así como Rubén Naranjo le dejó un legacy a Ricky Naranjo, I want to leave one for my kids too. I want to leave a legacy for them, but I want people to realize how good of a songwriter I am. People don't know that I believe I'm a great songwriter. I can write any type of song, but it's easy to say it. People have to believe it. Like once people say, "Man, you know what? That guy's a great songwriter." I'm not there yet. That's one of my goals. The other goal is to travel as far as we can go, man, and go out there and show people who we are.
So maybe hit up that big old Milwaukee festival they do every year, something like that.
We've done it like 3 times. That one, the Milwaukee Fest, but I would love to go back and do it again.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
that is a
guys heard
great
it here.
festival. That is the best festival I've ever played at.
Really?
Yeah. Yes. Every group has their own golf cart because they got you moving around. There's like 8 stages, and you got to be here at 3, and then you got to be over here at 5,
Oh,
and then
wow.
there. Yeah, it is an awesome. There's thousands and thousands of people all over the festival, and we played on the same stage as the banda. The banda se llama La Banda Arrayadora,
Oh,
and
wow.
they're super famous. They had like 15,000 people in front of their stage. And when we performed, and we got off the stage because it was their turn to get on, you could hear the whole crowd saying, Otra, Otra. But we were
Wow.
backstage already. We had already gotten off the stage. But the leader of the band, Rayadora, comes up to me and says, Why are you not back on stage? In Spanish, huh? ¿Por qué no estás tocando? ¿No ves que te están pidiendo otra? So we're like, okay, we got back on
Yeah,
stage.
what are
That
you
was a
doing?
great feeling. Because that was like 15,000 people screaming Otra. That was awesome. The Milwaukee
I
Fest is
mean,
awesome.
to me, I'm just excited when I'm playing at a small venue too. And if even if it's like one or two people that are like otra, like I get pumped for that. So I couldn't imagine that many people screaming it at the same time. I mean, of course,
Yes,
like
it's an awesome feeling. Awesome feeling.
of course you get to play on all you've played on all these big stages and you've played with all these other major artists and you yourself, I mean, give yourself some credit. You guys are also big artists yourself. I mean, y'all really accomplished a lot. Y'all represented Ed Calchelsa, right?
We represented Chelsea, even though there's so many musicians in Chelsea, so many bands have come out of there. Lucky Joe, Los Frijoles Románticos, Los Laytons, Los Delta Boys, Rubén de la Cruz, Jesse Perez. And you know what? Even though they don't talk about me, I'll talk about them because I'm proud that we all come from that area. And I'm one of the ones. We're one of the ones. We're one of the conjuntos from Ed Chelsea that got to take it a little further. We got to travel outside of the valley before everybody else did, and I'm proud to say that. But now they're all traveling. Now they're all out there. They're all going. But we kind of did it first. We started traveling back in 2005. We started going to
Wow.
Corpus. We started going to Houston, to Dallas, and nobody was going. None of those bands were going anywhere yet. Now they are. Like Lucky Joe's doing great, right? Pero we did it first. We were traveling and we did really good under Bobby Pulido's label when we signed with Sniper Records in 2005. Our
That's right.
first song, No Me Sé Rajar, it was our very first release. It didn't take us long before we started traveling and getting phone calls, and that was a great feeling. I'm glad to say we kind of paved the road for some of the other younger bands.
And that's all you can do. I mean, build up enough of a path for the people that you also support, that you also want to see thrive. It's all for me. I'm the same way. Out of West Texas, being from Lubbock, Texas. Of course, we have the hometown boys, right? And that
My
was like
favorite conjunto,
really.
my no, they're all my favorite. Los dos Gilberto, Rubén, Vela, Mingus, Saldívar, I like them all. But I'll share a story about the hometown boys. Ricky Martinez from the hometown boys, the singer, the
Right.
bass player. The last song he ever recorded was with us, the Bad Boys del Valle. before he
What?
passed away.
I
The
did
last
not
song
know
he
that.
ever recorded. It's on our second album, De Ti Estoy Enamorado. Se llama. It's a duet that me and him sang. And we went, picked him up at the hotel. He came into the studio. We laid down the track. And then he passed away a few months later, never got to record another song. So we didn't know that was going
Wow.
to happen. But that was the last song that Ricky Martinez from the Hometown Boys ever recorded, was with the Bad Boys in Valle.
Wow.
And
See,
he
that's
was a
so
real good friend of ours. We would go every time he came into the valley. He'd call me and my brother, "Hey man, I'm here," and we'd be there in the volada. We were really good friends,
wow.
and
I
and
mean,
we were
that's
so young. We were so young that I just couldn't believe that I was hanging out with this guy, man. And he really liked us because we would. I mean, we would party till 5, 6 in the morning. Back those days, we don't do that anymore. We don't do that anymore.
now you party with cooking and
Now I go to sleep early and I wake up at 5 and 6 in the morning.
you know what's amazing is that just to see how many of our people, like our gente from West Texas, South Texas, the Valley, just everybody is somehow connected, and that's a beautiful thing. Did someone just get in the car?
There's my brother Carlos. He's gonna. Then he we're gonna do for Halloween Sunny and Chair, and who's gonna be Chair? I said, "Quién más?" I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you're
be
you
Sunny.
lost Carlos. I'm sorry. Real quick, guys. Looks like Carlos, aka Chuck, just jumped into the ride. Y'all give a fuerte
How's it
aplauso for
going,
him.
guys? Saluditos a todos. How you guys doing?
Saludos, saludos. So, we were talking to your brother about some of your journey, some of the things you guys have accomplished, some of the things that y'all went through. Just right now, he was telling me a story about, that your connection to the hometown boys, and that's such a beautiful thing.
With Ricky
Tommy
Martinez.
says,
Yeah, that's right.
"Hey, I know that guy."
Yeah.
Tommy. So, okay, so
But
Chuck,
then,
I've had some really, really great conversations with your brother. Um, like I said, I was honored that you guys let me write the press release for your new single. Um, I mean, how do you feel? How do you feel jumping into something different?
It's it's really not different for me because we've been doing this style for a long time. We just never brought it out. We didn't have a chance to perform that style. We were doing conjunto all along. But we've always done originals. Lonnie has always recorded originals of his since we first started. He's been writing songs for a long time. So I guess
Wow,
it's about time that we start, just releasing his songs from now on.
I love it. So, are you both multi instrumentalists? Do y'all both play multiple instruments, or do y'all have your like specific? I like to call them your girlfriend instrument.
Well, we
There's the
love
wife
music so
instrument and the
much.
Santa instruments.
Yeah, well, we like music so much that we just try to learn everything we can. You give us an instrument and we'll try to find something on it. So Lonnie plays multiple instruments and I do as well, but it's just for the love of music.
he actually plays accordion, and he plays really good accordion. And
Uh,
I say that's the most difficult instrument to learn. But Carlos does pretty good on accordion.
And I
dang.
really just do it for fun because I never wanted to stay on the accordion, but I like to play it.
See, now I gotta put y'all to the test. I'm gonna give you the bagpipe, and I'm gonna give Lonnie a triangle.
Okay, not the
I'll,
bagpipe.
I'll play the heck out of a triangle.
I'll do the Roddy Piper on you.
Oh, no, but I just say no. I'm gonna put y'all to the test one of these days. Um, all I ask is that I get to play the cowbell on stage with you guys. You know what I mean? Like, no, but I think it's
Yeah,
so
you sure
great that
can.
I think it's so great that you guys are coming back. So for the people that are watching, how long has it been since you guys released your last single and really put yourselves out there again?
Well, I don't know when the last time it was. I believe it was 10 years ago. But me and Lonnie had parted ways there for a while. We were not performing together anymore, and it was about 2 years that we separated.
Little bit of
And
sibling rivalry. No.
well, you know what? I realized after being on the road with all these people, helping other people, that there's no other place like being home, man. So I came back, and this is where I belong. So
he played with Jaime de Anda for about 4 years, right?
yeah,
For about four
Wow.
years anduvo con Jaime de Anda, and I was bouncing around helping local bands here and there. It just didn't feel right, but I mean, as a musician, making music is still fun. But
yeah,
this feels like this is where we belong.
for sure.
This is what we need to be doing.
Es un
And now that
sentimiento.
now that my son Tommy is in the band,
Even
he
better.
brought something different. He brought something different out of us. Like we never thought that he'd be uh, playing with us, and especially so young and playing at our level. Because he's
Yeah,
only been doing it for like 3 or 4 years, but he's at our level already.
yeah.
And we've been doing this for like 30 years, but he is at our level. Like I'm not just saying
Wow.
that because he's my son. He's really really good at what he does. Here, I'm gonna let Carlos talk a little bit.
Sure. So, Carlos, your brother was telling me that you started a lot younger than he did. What was the first instrument you picked up, and what was like the first band you got to play with?
Well, the first instrument I picked up was, I believe it was accordion. My dad bought me an accordion, and then he bought Lonnie a bajo sexto, and he said, "You guys are gonna play together, right?" And after a while, I guess I'm gonna say a couple of months into it, I was learning accordion and stuff, but I saw this guy play the bass. He was our neighbor, right? Epi Martinez, from the Frijoles Romanticos. He had one of his best friends, Noel Hernandez, was playing bass, and I was really surprised by him. And I said, you know what? I'm a bass player. I'm gonna learn that bass. So I gave up the accordion and I went to the bass. I believe the bass was more for me, and I've stuck to the bass all this time. I've been doing it for over 20 years, and I guess the first band that I started with was it could have been Ricardo Guzman, not Ricky the Third, but his grandpa.
Wow.
So that must have been like in 1996. Yeah, so I believe I was 14 years old, and I was getting paid $30 for the whole night.
Hey, you
Yeah,
got to
so
start somewhere, right?
yeah, for sure.
So, with that being said, where was the like? I mean, Lonnie said his favorite place that y'all performed was at the Milwaukee Festival that happens every year. Where was your favorite place?
My favorite place, and I love this place. It's got to be Casino del Sol
Oh yeah,
in
that's another
Arizona,
one.
Tucson, Arizona. I love the
What
Casino del Sol, and we've gone several times, and I love it. Just love it.
what made it special? Like what is the
The people are
draw?
great over there. They really did accept us, and they're good people, man. The Yaqui tribe is they're great people.
In Arizona?
Well, out there in Arizona, there is a tribe called the Pascual Yaqui tribe. That's where the song that Michael Salgado is La Yaquecita is a Yaqui girl, La
Indian girl.
Yaquecita, an Indian girl. So when we went out there, we connected with these people. Like we connected
They
with.
look like our
They
brothers.
look like me, and I guess I thought they were Mexicans. I thought they were Mexicans, but they're not. Now,
The
when we went out
chief.
there, the chief's name was Lonnie, the chief of the whole tribe.
No way.
So that tells you how much we connected with them. Now, they paid us the most we've ever made. That's another reason we like it.
Yeah, for sure.
And there was so many people. There were so many people there when we went, and we got accepted really. We got accepted really well. Now, we also got the chance, the opportunity. Hold on, we have it going on. Got it. I got it. I
Got
got it.
locked in,
We
huh?
have the back door open. We also had the chance to go to the reservation, and we brought in a New Year's with them. And then we bonfire then
Everybody to go.
Oh, let's see.
go into the res. They don't allow just
especially when they're doing
anybody,
that.
especially when they're doing that. But they allowed us to go and
Experience it.
experience that. They were all dancing around the bonfire with deer heads, real deer heads on their heads, and this was an awesome experience. That's you know what? I think I like Tucson better than Milwaukee too. I take it back.
Hey, don't take it to
Take
her,
it back.
Milwaukee.
Tucson was awesome.
No, that's
Yeah, don't take it to no Milwaukee's great too, but Milwaukee's a big festival. It's a big Tucson is not a festival. It's a
it was
casino.
you guys. It was like just y'all going out
Yeah,
there and
we
performing.
performed. We yeah, the
Many
day
times.
after us, the Scorpions performed. The day before us, Cheech and Chong performed. It was one
What?
of those things where like, well, look at where we're at. Like, yeah, yeah,
Golly,
it
I
was
mean,
it was an awesome experience.
I couldn't imagine. Real quick, we have a Don Cheto on. He said El Buki is Yaqui, and of course, Mexicans are indigenous to all of the Southwest, which that's true. A
Yep.
lot of times I've gotten confused with, which is this one's weird, with Middle Eastern. But I've literally gotten into arguments with other people in Mexico that they don't believe that I'm Mexican. and, uh, and
Well, you have a great radio voice.
They,
Like I
they
told
won't
you that.
they won't believe it if you're drinking Starbucks.
Yeah, you have a great voice, but you do sound like a bolia. But you are from West Texas, so
Thank
you have an
you.
excuse.
you know,
You have a West Texas accent.
I like to call myself a redneck skin
Yeah,
because
there you go.
Redneck
I
Mexican girl.
speak Spanish, but I'm also, like I can't pronounce certain words the way that people would. And I actually found out that all of my mom's side, like all of my gente, all of my family is from the valley. And so it was like, so I'm kind of stuck in this like middle ground where I have this major connection to the valley area, right? But then I was born and raised here in Lubbock, right? So I'm West Texas. And so I can't say, I'm going to try to say it properly, koozies. But when I,
What was that?
koozies, like, like the cup holders,
Koozie.
but I
Yeah,
said
koozie.
koozies.
Yeah, West
I, pro-
Texas.
I pronounce it koozies. And so people laugh at that. And I'm like, so next time, the next shirt I got to come out with, it's got to say, Sammy Torres, where you can get your koozies.
Yeah.
No, but it's a great thing to see you guys thriving and just being back in the industry. You both look very healthy. Y'all look ready to take on the world and come back and kick some doors down. And I'm so excited for you guys. Real quick, I'm gonna air a couple of messages from my sponsors and partners, and then when we come back, I got one more question for you, and we're gonna introduce you our new single.
That's
Sound like
great. That
a
sounds
plan?
good.
Awesome. All right, gente. So we will be right back after these messages. Messages. You see how I still talk like
Yeah.
after these messages, y'all. We'll be right back around the corner. You'll catch us any day.
Regresamos. I'll say it in Spanish. Regresamos. Okay.
That's and I just want to point out I do speak Spanish when I have to. Like I was the only one that spoke Spanish at my job, and
Okay. Well, then let's try to speak Spanish for the
but don't put me to
next few
test.
minutes.
Don't put me to
Let's
the
see.
test right now.
Let's see how we can do.
Porque got
Let's
bien
see how good we
nerviosa. Like
do.
I get
Okay.
real nervous.
Okay.
Tengo
No
mucho
te
miedo.
pongas nerviosa. No tengas miedo.
It's because
It's okay. I mean, no, but you know what? It's very difficult to just talk in Spanish. Yo tengo que hablar los dos. De repente I'll run into a word that I
sí, pero
can't
eres
say.
del Valle. Like,
Can't,
siempre hablas español allá.
sí.
Aquí en West Texas,
Aquí
heck
todos hablan
no.
español.
we we talk
I
Tex
am, I
Mexican.
am, I am.
So, real quick, guys, we'll be right back after these quick messages, and we'll be right around the corner. Looking to plan an event? Look no further than Salazar Promotions and Sound Rental, a full-service event planning company offering DJ services and Code Spark rentals, fun with robots and big heads, Hype Man services and party bus rentals, LED screen rentals, event decorating services, and your choice of 3 venues. And now offering professional photography, choreography, and sound rental. Need a band for your event? Let us book for you. We have norteño bands such as Eddie Moreno, Los Brillantes de Chihuahua, y La Terminal Norteña, and many more. And now providing you with Tejano and Conjunto bands such as Mi Tequila, Los Pibes, Sammy Torres in the New Image, Conjunto 87, and Rick Molina y Estilo Suave.
Yeah!
Salazar Sound Rental and Promotions, where the party never ends and the deals never stop. Package deals available at 432-209-1797.
Hey, this is DJ Lopez. Catch the new 5 o'clock Drive Mix Show on Sirius Tejano, Tuesday through Friday at 5 p.m. Hey, this is DJ Lopez. Catch the new 5 o'clock Drive Mix Show on Sirius Tejano, Tuesday through Friday at 5 p.m. Listen to win a cumbia mix. Text your shoutouts during the live show to 806-496-9408. Mixing non-stop Tejano mixes, cumbia mixes, and more. Download the free Live 365 app, then search Sirius Tejano. See you at 5.
So, all right, guys. So I'm gonna bring Lonnie back on. Real quick, guys. We have, like I said, I have one more big question, and it actually has to do with an answer that or something that was put on there by one of our viewers on YouTube, Don Cheto 2529. So Don Cheto says the biggest problem with Conjunto is that they mostly think in English and translates those thoughts to Spanish instead of thinking in Spanish and writing from that Spanish language inspiration. Do you think there's any truth to that?
Don Cheto, I've been saying that for years. Tejanos think in English and they want to write in Spanish. I think in Spanish because Don Cheto is so correct. I've been saying that same thing for years. Yo pienso en español, y yo he estado estudiando el español por mucho tiempo a mí me gustan los compositores como Joan Sebastián, como Marco Antonio Solís, compositores que usan palabras, digo, correctas.
Right.
En los tejanos escriben palabras mochas porque piensan en inglés. I've been saying that for years. Don Cheto, you get an A+, Don Cheto.
You get a free classic combo.
You get a free classic combo from Lonnie's Burger.
En verdad, yo pienso en inglés. Y
You get the free Cheeto burger.
Es más, Cheto, Cheto, you get a free Cheeto burger.
All right. So, I mean, I'm gonna say I'm guilty. Porque yo escribo en español, pero habla, like, pienso en inglés. That's the reality. Like, I think in English 100%, and then, I have to translate it.
Now you
Pero
have
también
AI.
es mejor para tener amigos allá en el Valle porque, they kind of tell me what I might be saying wrong, because it's not an easy task whenever you were kind of force-fed English as a kid. Now, the beautiful thing is I had a grandma and a grandpa that only spoke Spanish. And so obviously, like, I was right there sitting watching the novelas, and, like, when I was little at first, I only knew something bad was happening whenever you'd hear the music, right? It go bum 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 like and I'd be like, "Ooh, mommy, I think that lady's
No, but
mad."
believe it or not,
Mama.
a lot of musicians actually pay attention to novelas to learn the Spanish. It works.
It does.
It
And
does work.
that's
I
where
know
I
for a
learned.
fact that Joe Posada did that, does that. I can tell by his songwriting that he watches novelas,
No
and I
me
can just
digas.
tell by the songwriting. I can just tell by the songwriting.
Well, I'm gonna give y'all some credit because that's the most Spanish anyone's ever gotten me to speak on an interview live. But hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. Tengo mucho miedo. I don't want to. I'm scared to go on Univision or Telemundo, for an interview. Because oh,
Be
we
yourself.
lost Lonnie for a split second. There we go. Oh, I'm scared because if I go on, what if I say something wrong? Like, I understand it. I know what they're, but I'm like,
Good example is Selena. She didn't know how to speak Spanish. She still won the crowd because she was herself.
that's
People
true.
love for you to be true to yourself. So
Oh man, we lost Lonnie. Come back, Jack. Come back. Oh,
yeah, we're probably driving through a bad area. We're actually in the car, and
oh.
am I back?
Yes, you're
San
back.
Carlos.
Like
Okay.
Backstreet.
So we were talking about Selena being herself, and even though she couldn't speak Spanish, she still won the crowd because she was who she was, and that's what people love. But it does help to know the correct Spanish. It does help.
It, proper. That's where I struggle
The
is proper
proper Spanish.
Spanish.
El
Y
propio
también,
español.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I was raised kind of more by cholos. Like, my dad was very pachuco. He was very much like a cholo. My mom,
Well,
like, hay
cholos
palabras
do
que
not
son diferentes.
cholos do not speak the proper Spanish.
No, we do not.
It's all slang. It's all slang. Oye, vato, ¿qué onda ese? It's all slang.
Like, and so, I had to really, really focus, and it helped that, I got to work with people that were from the valley, to learn. But even, the los palabras del valle are a little different too sometimes. From you talk to someone de Mexico, and even Mexico, there's different dialects in from people with people from different parts of Mexico, and I'm like,
Yes,
pues, I learned one, and then I have to meet someone that speaks the other, and I'm like, boss, here we go. Now I got to learn a different one.
yes, they do speak different. They do, depending de qué parte de Mexico vienen, but their Spanish is still proper, it's correct. They just
Yes,
got different accents, but the Spanish is still correct. Now, Tejanos, they don't speak the correct Spanish.
como parquear.
That's not a word. See.
Parquear
The
is not how you say
Wi-Fi.
park, guys.
Well, you say estacionar. That's how you say
Thank you.
that.
So, like,
Estacionate ahí. Or we use the word Wi-Fi because what we do is make English words into Spanish. It's like,
yeah.
esta es mi Wi-Fi, but Wi-Fi is not a word, right? Like,
Eh,
esposa,
pero,
es mi esposa.
pero ruca es una palabra en verdad o no?
Uh-huh.
Well, I guess
It's a cholo
it's a
word.
cholo word. Yeah. Esa es mi ruquita. Esa es mi
Ruca,
jainita, or whatever.
Ramfla.
Those are all slang words.
Blood in, blood out words.
Those are words from the movie Blood In, Blood Out.
So,
American Dream.
guys, you heard it here. Sammy was raised by people that spoke like other people from Blood In, Blood Out. So, I'm a
Yeah.
vato loco for life. So,
Guáchate, ruca. Guáchate, ruca.
no, but it's been such a fun time, guys. I would love to keep y'all, but I know you guys are driving, and of course, I don't want y'all to run through a bad signal area. So before we finish up the show, everyone, I'm gonna give Lonnie and Chuck the floor. I do this towards the end of every show. What I'm gonna have you do is just send your shout outs, send your love to whoever you want to send it out to, and then of course, if you can, introduce your new single so that I can put it on for you. And for those
Okay.
watching after all this, stay behind because we got some big announcements along with I'll be showing well actually, you know what, we'll do that right now. So guys, if y'all want to book an event with Lonnie and Chuck and and their group and the guys, the Los Bad Boys del Valle, they are doing weddings, parties, special events, divorces, strip club event. No, no.
We don't dance. We don't.
No play, but you have to do the dancing. And if you guys want to book them for anything, y'all be sure to call the number right here. It's 956-405-9849. Again, guys, be sure to book your event. They'll be happy to go out there and put on a show. And of course, I got a couple of messages at the end of the show, the very end. But for now, Lonnie, Chuck, the floor
Okay.
is yours.
Well, I'm gonna introduce the band. On saxophone, we have Lee Cabrera. We have Rigo Ayala. On keyboards, we have my son Tommy Gonzalez. On bass, we have my brother Carlos Gonzalez. On drums, we have Jesse Diaz. On accordion, we have Orly Rodriguez, and myself on the bajo sexto, Lonnie Gonzalez. And yeah, this year we're gonna be putting them out, guys. We're gonna be putting out songs every 2 months,
The ready.
videos, and they're all gonna be my originals. I'm no longer gonna be just writing for my house for just be. I mean, I write songs and don't do anything with them. Not this year. We're gonna put them out, guys. Also, if you book the Bad Boys in Riot for an event, we do a lot of Richie Valens, and we do a bunch of music, oldies. We have a great set for festivals and car shows.
Ready.
And we do Freddie Fender, and we do all these
Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash. We do a bunch of music, guys, and then we do the conjunto. We're never gonna stop doing the conjunto, and we're gonna start putting out the new originals. So yeah, thank you, Sammy, for having us on your show. It's an honor to talk to you and be here on this show. Para toda la gente que estuvo live, thank you guys for coming and checking it out. Don Cheto, your comment was awesome. When you're in the valley, I owe you a hot Cheeto burger, brother. And on behalf of the Bad Valle and Lonnie and Chuck, check out our new song, guys. Ya no vas a jugar. It's something different, but it's gonna be what we're gonna. It's gonna start. It's the beginning of us paving a new road, paving something new for the Bad Boys in Valle, making a new path, our own path. We're not following anybody. We're doing our own thing. So thank you guys. Thank you, Sammy, for having me on your show. On behalf of Carlos and myself, it was an honor being here. You do a great job. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lonnie, and thank you, Carlos, for coming on the show. It's an honor to talk to you guys and get to know you. I see us talking a lot more in the future. So, guys, without further ado, y'all go ahead and stay behind. Y'all be sure to share this song as much as you can. And Lonnie, why don't you tell them the name of the song before I play it?
Ya no vas a jugar by Lonnie and Chuck, aka Los Bad Boys del Valle.
Eso.
vas a jugar.
All right, mi gente. So that is the end of our show, of course. Want to thank everybody for tuning in as usual. Real quick, guys, before I go, I have a couple of things that I wanted to announce. First thing being is that we have a packed schedule of the Capturada podcast. It is going to be a lot of fun, and we have a couple of surprise guests that are still being added despite the fact that we are booked up for the year. This year, I'm excited to announce that Dee Burleson of Culturas is going to be our legendary guest this year at the Capturada show. And of course, we want to send a special shout out to White Knights Ballroom and Limousine Services here out of Lubbock, Texas. Rick Salazar of Salazar Production and Sound Rental, West Texas Tejano Explosion, Tejano TV, and of course, my cousin DJ Lopez, who's always in the mix, helping out multiple stations. We also have, I'm excited to announce that we have a meet and greet coming up for Jenny B here in Lubbock, Texas, with my good friends at AJ's Bar and Grill. They're going to have a special menu out there. And of course, White Knights Limousine and Ballroom will be providing a special ride for this event. They're sponsoring that. And of course, it is being presented by the Capturada podcast. So big shout out to DJ Indio for reaching out to us as well. And that's going to be located at 701 East 50th Street. It is a brand new location. Doors open at 5 p.m. and they will have a bunch of amazing food there. So, guys, come in, have a drink, enjoy some good food, and come meet this year's new female artist of the year at the Tejano Music Awards. And then, of course, that's going to be at that's going to be at AJ's Bar and Grill on the 22nd, which is a Sunday from 5 p.m. to whatever time we finish. But guys, again, thank you so much for tuning in. I love each and every one of you. Remember that every time you share the Captura the podcast, you aren't just sharing me, you're sharing every artist that I have brought on in the past and every artist that I plan on bringing on this year. And we have such a great lineup of new and established artists that are going to be coming on to the show. So big shout out to my partners again. And guys, we have a new single coming out called Dame Tu Calor. I'm excited. We got Fanfare Weekend coming up. We have a lot of our friends that are going to be out there in the radio station gala that's going to be taking place. So if you want to see a girl in person, y'all be sure to go out and show some love. We'll be at Cortez Hideout that afternoon on Saturday. I believe it's the 14th. We are co-headlining with the Conjunto Cats. And again, prayers out to the Conjunto Cats. Prayers out to Aisha for her recent loss. Guys, all we can do is band together and just try to share as much love into the world as we can. So keep loving everybody. Keep supporting your new and established Tejano and Conjunto artists that are out there working every single day. And of course, keep supporting your podcast because this is something that we all hold near and dear. We don't make a lot of money from it, but we love doing it because you get to see a side of the artist that you never thought you'd see. So again, big shout out to Lonnie and Chuck, aka Los Bad Boys del Valle, for choosing the Capturada show to talk about their new single release. And y'all be sure to tune in. Next Thursday, we'll have Mike G from Mike and the Iconics talking about the upcoming festival, E Mas. So we'll see you soon. Ciao.